Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are carrying on with our I was going to say pre-battle feast campaign. Seems appropriate, right? Every feast is a pre-battle feast when you think about it. But anyway, Disciples of the Moor, Skrag The Slaughterer, against Gregor Dog Burglar. He's burgling dogs, and, well, we want to eat them, so let's fight. And here we are in Altdorf. Does it look like Altdorf? Hey, not really. It's not, you know, it's not straddling a river. It's not, I mean, it's against mountains, which again, it should be by a river, not mountains, but it's fine. I mean, it'll do. It's gorgeous, so, you know, there is that. I love all the higgledy-piggledy, ridiculous buildings of the Empire. Just build buildings on top of buildings on top of buildings. Which, it doesn't quite give the impression, because there's actually quite a lot of spare real estate here. But, you know, that's for gameplay reasons. But these little areas that are all built on top of each other, it's just so, like, just classic Empire. That's the thing, you want to make sure you're building stuff within the walls. You can't be building your houses outside the walls. Get eaten. Get eaten by basically anything. Currently, by us, but, you know, it could be anything. Everything in Warhammer wants to eat you. So, let's have a think about this. Do we want to smash down the walls, or do we want to climb them? That isn't usually a choice we have to make, but today it actually is. We're gonna go through that gatehouse with these guys though, and yeah, you know what? I think we are going to smash down the walls. Okay, we're gonna smash down the walls, guys. Oh, they don't like corners. Also, it's not like when you deploy units to your walls. You actually have to tell them to attack separate bits if you want them to attack separate bits, which is actually incredibly important to know. So we're taking horrible damage. I feel like this is a mistake. It's alright. We'll charge in. So we'll have Stone Shaker soon, so we can destroy this tower. And hopefully we can break these walls a little quicker than we have done in the past, because breaking these down would be a hilarious way to enter Altdorf, I think. So hopefully this will destroy the tower. Yep, it did. Look at that. So cool. Such a cool ability. So yeah, we've lost a bunch of ogres to these towers. They don't muck about. So we're getting through it, but it is taking a little longer than I'd like. Certainly. Okay, let's go help smash through that. Oh my god, the damage you've taken. Absolutely obscene. Come on guys, get stuck in, yeah? So we do have the Moor now, but can we use the... we can't use the Moor on the walls. I didn't think we'd be able to, but I did want to check. I did certainly want to check. We do have Troll Guts. Let's give them Troll Guts. Okay, well you obviously can't climb up those bits, guys. Obviously can't climb up those bits. There we go. Oh my god, you're so injured. We're almost certainly going to lose this guy, this battle. Because he's just getting murdered. We'll give him Troll Guts, it's fine. Where's Troll Guts? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, okay, fine. I'm still getting used to the positioning of all the spells. This is going to collapse, and it's going to collapse with these guys on top of it. It's going to be good. Now we broke in over there. Come on, collapse. Come on, you've almost got it. Almost. Come on, swing those clubs. There we go. That feels good. That feels real good. Oh god, that's not going to feel good. That's very satisfying. Oh, I really like that. Alright, in you get, boys. And you lot. In you get too. And what are you guys doing? Come on, I told you to attack things. Is it because there was a barricade? Could be because there was a barricade. Alright, now everyone's being a pain. So what we're going to do, we're going to leech out some magic from these fools. More cost 20. We're almost there, though. So we're going to try. We're going to try and gobble them up with the Moor. Just need a second longer. Excellent. This is going to hurt so many of our own guys. I don't care. I do not care. Here it is. The more. Gobble them up. Go on, gobble them right up. Was that it? I feel like that wasn't worth the 20 that we used. Let's hit with a stone shatter as well. Bang. Nice little rear charge, everybody. It's with everybody.
I'll smell ya.
Alright, you get back over there.
I ain't no gobbo.
Where's the other Gorger unit? Oh, you did manage to get over here. Okay, fair enough.
These ogre mates.
And we've taken these towers, so they're shooting our enemies now. No wonder those bowmen across.
When do we eat?
Okay, start heading over here. And yeah, you guys having a whale of a time. So how much damage did Skrag do? 5,000. That does not feel like it was worthwhile for the huge investment of Winds of Magic. I mean, I'm sure it's better against, you know, big swathes of infantry rather than cavalry, but I kind of figured it would hit hard enough that it would just be good generally. But, you know, we did take the city, so I guess there is that. I can't be too mad. And it did look cool. And it looking cool is a big part of it. Isn't it, boys? Yeah, you all look cool. You've all got stylish moustaches. So, moving on. Close victory. Alright, here we are. So, we're obviously going to occupy Altdorf. And you'll notice Altdorf only has 4 slots. Just because we're ogres. It's just because we're ogres, guys. Don't worry. We've ruined it. Oh, hell yeah. We can summon Gorges or move an extra 8% campaign movement range. That's crazy. Extra Winds of Magic reserve per turn and cooldown -15 for all spells. There's some good stuff here. There's some very good stuff here. I would like extra ingredients as well. Or whirling stump blades would be good. There's actually a lot of really good stuff to get, honestly. I mean, extra missile resist I feel like we definitely need at some point, but I just can't see us ever not benefiting from one of these two, you know? We'll be able to summon Gorges. The fact that we can just run into the front line and then summon Gorges into the back line, it really helps circumvent the sort of awkwardness of having to travel around people with things that aren't actually cavalry. Also, we do have enough money to actually upgrade the Ogre Camp now, which is brilliant. Because we need to get to tier 3 before I can get the bounty pot for the man-eaters, the Mournfang cage for all the cavalry, and the mineral seam for all of the artillery. Because there's some cool artillery. I mean, fire bellies. They're not artillery, but Law of Fire, I adore. I absolutely love Law of Fire. So having some, what are they called? Slaughter Masters with some fire bellies would be great. Actually, wait, is it? Hang on, I'm getting my lords in a twist. Tyrants. Slaughter Masters are the spellcasters. Yeah, some tyrants with some fire bellies would be really fun, I think. Oh, also, some fun little additions. Just the fact that it has these little pins to explain some of the cool locations around, I think is wonderful. I absolutely adore this, and I want to see more of this in future, for sure. Just a great way to deliver lore in a way that you can ignore if you don't care. But I do care, so I don't ignore it. The Dwarfen King was afforded the funeral rites of the greatest heroes, for such was his bravery in saving Sigmar from the Greenskin Horde at Blackfire Pass. There's more badge too. Isn't that fun? I really like that. I like that. And that does feature in a quest battle. Oh, I forget which. Is it like Kemler or something? I can't remember. One of the Warhammer 1 lords has a quest at Morbad's tomb. But anyway, so we need to go to Fort Bergbrez in a bit, but first we're going to have to go down to Ubersreich. And that will be the end of the Reichland. Good for us. Good for us. Reichland, always being, you know, I don't know what, but I don't think we need the Slaughtermaster anymore. He's not leveled up at all. And yeah, we don't need to take him anywhere. We don't have the upkeep available for 2 armies, sadly. But, you know, it'll do. We'll just get rid of that guy. It gives us a bit more money. We can spend a bit more money. I mean, we have all of these ogres just chilling in there, which is amazing that we get them for 471 upkeep. It's so cheap. So we do have some other options. Karakazgaraz I would quite like to defend with a muck trench. But for now, I think we just need to go all in with income, even though these are pretty pathetic bonuses to income. Oh, that goes up by 50 regardless. You know what? Let's go 50 there, and we'll see if anyone actually wants to trade. Because it's not something I've checked. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I just assumed everyone would hate us. But actually, now that we've killed a bunch of, you know, men of the Empire, the Norskins are actually keen to trade. And I've never tasted mammoth before.
Yes.
So this sounds pretty great to me.
Bloodthirsty.
So yeah, I think we should go ahead and start trading with scaling. I don't know if scaling will last very long.
I've been looking forward to
but
this.
I don't really care.
Prepare submit.
Now, let's see. Oh, Yawning is still keen.
I've been
Brilliant.
looking forward to this.
So can't even balance. They're
Prepare
just.
to be ripped to shreds.
Why can't I propose? And I can't balance it. So apparently, they aren't in favour of it.
Speak.
But deal chances.
I've been looking forward to this.
What?
Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
It's apparently at 4.9. Okay, this didn't update, so never mind. That's a bit upsetting. That diplomacy's gone a little bit wrong there, but that's okay. We've got a trade deal, so we're getting a bit of cash now. So we're getting what? 212. Oof. Camp building's getting us 200. This isn't raiding anymore, sadly. But it's still doing us proud.
Spear you upon my hook. Hack you apart with my cleaver.
Hey B-dubs, you're going to declare war on me, aren't you? Yes, you are. You know, I was going to do a mission for you. I was going to do a mission for him.
Is it time to kill it, oh more? Ah, we hate it so.
Elenderling, are you... Yeah, okay. I think we upset everyone when we killed the Empire, the Emperor. Should we upset more people by attacking this caravan? Yeah, I think we'll attack this Huawei caravan. Okay, I don't care how, you know, I don't care about their 4G network. Okay, we're taking them out. The good order should be at the heart of any regime. Yeah, I think we're going to attack these guys because they're en route to Ubersreich. We will need to head north to deal with these guys at some point, but honestly, if they take Altdorf, who cares? So Celestial Loyalists we're going to be at war with. They are going to get confederated into one of the major, you know, one of the sort of the major Cathayan factions before long. So we don't really have to worry about bullying them. We are going to fight this though because I want to see Cathay. I want to see Cathay. So let's fight. Alright, so, probably just charge right in, huh? Probably just charge right in. So let's get you lot to one side, as always. The Noblars are going to charge in. And there's a bit of a rock there. That's okay, I'll walk around the rock. I'm a big boy, I can walk around rocks. And you'll find where you are. You guys in the middle. Okay, good. So they have ogres too. Because caravans can come in all shapes and sizes with all sorts of weird exotic units. I mean, we don't even have man-eaters yet, so these are actually much better than our ogres. These are hardened mercenaries. Ours are just whoever the hell we happen to pick up and promise a sandwich. So, you know, nomadic mercenaries adorned in the garish trappings of the kingdoms they have visited, fought for and terrorized. There's also man-eaters with iron fists as well. You can see their iron fists on. They're very cool. And I've lost them. Here we go. Many have lost a limb or several as a consequence of laughing at the sight of a hulking ogre wearing a feathered hat and breeches. That's pretty great. Can't really knock it. Let's see if we can't squidge that unit of halberds. Oh good, they didn't move. Oh, they did move a bit. Alright, they got off fairly well there. Okay, so we're charging in. Got ogre versus ogre. Fighting going on. Right. Yep. Getting some good attacks in here. You can attack around that way. Those ogre bulls are going to have a bad day. I just know it. And we are attacking their lord, who's having a bad day. He's about to have a much worse one, as I summon gorges behind him. Also, I guess I'm going to hit them as well. So, let's go get them. Come on. Charge back these man-eaters. Nice. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yep. They've collapsed. They've collapsed. They've almost collapsed. They've collapsed. Everyone's collapsed. I think this caravan has collapsed. Yeah, even all the man-eaters are running. So things are going quite well. I think that's everybody. God. The absolute horror of all these ogres charging through the woods. Which looks amazing, by the way. I love the little... Was that lavender? I don't know. Those are the wild flowers. I mean, look at this. This looks like a proper forest. So, Warhammer 1 and 2, I always felt like the forests looked really desolate. You know what I mean? They didn't look like forests. They just looked like a bunch of trees. I know that's kind of what a forest is, but it didn't feel foresty. I don't know. It didn't... It feels better now. You get it. Anyway, let's move on. Alright. Job is a good one. Also, I just got an achievement. I just got an achievement called Trader Raider, which is fun. Playing as Ogre Kingdoms destroyed Caravan belonging to Cathay. So there you go. That's an achievement. Yep. So, I never chase achievements. I'm never that fussed. Just, I don't feel the need. I don't feel the need for them. But I know a lot of people do enjoy them, so I do like to point them out when I get them. Eat captives. Do we need to do that? Yes, I think we do. So, nice. Confidence can take you surprisingly far when assaulting the enemy. So leadership +2 when attacking for the Lord's army, and extra leadership aura size. It's kind of, yes, whatever. We've got a pit fighter, extra experience gain. The tribe huddle around a crudely dug pit to watch two of their best gut barge. Face crack and fist splinter it out until one of them either submits or dies. And we defeated that lad. And now we're going to carry on this way. So Evart Roxberger and Johann Wilfhard are both chilling over there, but what we're going to try and do is set up an ambush. We can't. There. We can there. Just got to make sure we've got enough movement, you see. Got to make sure we've got enough movement. Let's try an ambush. And, I mean, driven by visions, the extra movement range is jolly useful. It really is. And also, we are losing meat right now. We are spending meat. So it seems like we have a lot of meat, but now that we have a full stack, it's costing us 20 meat per turn. Oh, and one thing I issued as feedback, which I think you guys may agree with. Noblars shouldn't be consuming meat. They shouldn't count as a unit as far as meat consumption is concerned. Just thematically, it makes no sense. Like, the whole idea of meat consumption is to point out that, you know, the appetites of ogres is beyond what it is for other factions, right? Which is why it becomes a resource that requires paying attention to, right? But for Noblars, that just seems silly. The idea that they would eat as much as ogres, as units of ogres. They should be outside of that. And it would also incentivize people to get Noblars. Because Noblars are just going to get replaced by, you know, better units of ogres later on in your better armies. So incentivizing the use of Noblars to, like, bulk out an army, I guess not bulk it out. Because, you know, ogres are the bulky ones. But you know what I mean. I think it'd be much better, just in the late game, to actually have a bunch of Noblars in your army to save on food, so you can have more, you know, just more armies running around, basically. And actually being active, you can spend more time away from camps doing things, which I think would be really fun. So, you know, it's an interesting, just an interesting option for players. Because in the late game, as it stands now, whether they consume food or not is irrelevant, because you're just not going to be recruiting them. So, you know, I think making them sort of not irrelevant. What am I thinking of? What's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. Just making them, just omitting them from the mechanic, I think is a good idea. Special sauce. The butchers have come up with something new, boss. Ketchup, they call it. It's red, but ain't blood. Comes from something called a tomato. Don't make no sense. The tribe's going crazy for it, though. What do we do about it? So, we can either say, pay them in ketchup, which will end up generating less meat, but recruitment costs will go down. There will be bulls queuing up to fight for you if it means they get to splatter some of this red stuff on their lunch. Of course, they'll probably eat us out of house and home. Or, we don't eat fruit and veg. No self-respected ogre stuffs anything that ain't meat down their maw. Get the tribes back on a pure flesh diet, and their guts will soon be bigger than ever. Yeah, I think extra growth is far more important than recruitment costs. So we are going to stop them from eating this fruit and veg. Ridiculous. Absurd that they would do that. So, raise additional army. You raise an additional army. Sure told that mission. So let's level up Baugen again. Oh, Grut Sickle. I don't know why it still had a exclamation mark. I guess it's never hovered over it. Replenish troops would be good. Meat reserves would be good. I mean, that's a big one. That's a big bonus. Extra 15% when increasing, which I quite like. There's some good stuff. I love these abilities, by the way. The naming convention of them. So the, missile resistance. It's lookout Noblars. You have Noblars that follow you around and point out when you're about to get, peppered by arrows. Lucky Noblars. It never hurts to keep your lucky Noblar with you, just in case. I mean, he's just going to get hit instead of you. It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very, very thematic. So let's go with meat reserves, I think. Because that is more magic for Skrag to utilise. Also, look how close this guy was to falling into our ambush. Like, one more pixel, and he would have been dead. Well, I mean, he's dead anyway, see? Yeah, stay there. Now, stay there where I can eat you. Thanks. Nom 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 nom. Not enough meat. Not enough enemies to actually turn into meat. I guess I will... You know what, I can actually get a little bit of health out of that, so I will. Good. Men a little more than base animals in sore need of culling. Hooray! Brilliant. Great review. 10 out of 10. So, enemy killed in battle. Sure was. And we got a halfling cookbook. Ooh, I like this. Rumoured once to belong to Skrag The Slaughterer. And I guess it does again. This book is the lone remnant of the Halfling Wars, used by butchers when practicing the more unpalatable aspects of gut magic. Incredible. Let's give it back to him, shall we? Halfling Cookbook. And it is actually part of a set. The Tenderizer is the other one here. So I also adored this, the fact that there are item sets now. I think I'm as yet to get a whole item set for anybody, but I love that it's a thing, It's very cool. So, halfling meat is, like, the most tender. Just make sure it doesn't get stuck in the teeth. Very cool. So the set is called halfling meat. But yeah, so we'll get this cooldown one. And what's really awesome is if we do happen to find the tenderizer and equip that, having that set equipped will also give us an extra 25% cooldown to spells and put down miscast base chance by 10%, which is amazing. Really cool stuff. Very cool stuff. So yeah, the fact we've got a halfling cook here, and we've got the halfling cookbook, it's all coming together. We are finding our halflings. I'm sure there's more to find. So, Johann Wolfhart. I feel like it would be a little bit unceremonious just to auto-resolve to wipe out the Reichland, but that's the world we live in. Iron Curse icon we got for that. That missile resist is already useful for us, because we are big targets with very little armour. So, this one is irreverent, where others might show trepidation. And Johann's dead. Oh, we got a Greedy Fist as well. This ancient near sentient gauntlet is painted to resemble the Great Maw itself, with a black palm and saber-tusk teeth tied to the fingers and thumbs. Ward save of 10% is massive, weapon strength plus 10%, and we get Greedy Fist, which is a hex, which increases cooldowns. Marvellous. Iron Curse icon. This enchanted item, made from the cannonball that killed infamous necromancer Gabriel Dumont, grants the wielder advantage when facing the missile attacks of war machines. And we secured a province. Oh, good. More growth, I suppose. And we also got a bunch of extra cash for having taken another province. That is so useful. We were so skinned. So I don't think I could be bothered to upgrade that one. Extra camp growth is good. Extra cheaper upkeep is quite good. That's more meat, and that is more money. So extra 200 per turn is very important. We can also finally, get the saber tusk recruitment building, the Pack Cave. Isolated from the rest of the camp, this is where the hunter resides. His tent marked by all the furs dying outside. Sorry, drying outside. I thought it was dyeing them. I mean, they do dye, but I don't think they're doing sort of fashion-related stuff. Dye as in dead, not dye as in you know, stain, I suppose. So let's do the one for upkeep, shall we? Let's make these even cheaper. Awesome. Now let's see what else we can get in these other regions. So we can... I probably just want to lock this up a bit. Lock this up tight. And that's Grim Duraz. So for Grim Duraz, I do want to make a muck trench. So that way this is safer from invasion from this end of the valley. Cool. Do I also want to upgrade that? I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Not yet. So, growth building, right? Let's put up the growth building as well, so we can get to the tribal campground a little bit quicker. Because I just want to keep going, race to the end. Although we haven't really been doing that, but now we will, so it's okay. Faction destroyed, the Reichland. Now, one thing I do want to check. When are we going to get anything that puts up recruit rank of stuff? By stuff, I mean lords and heroes. Probably not for a while, if at all. You know what? So far in, it doesn't even matter. Never mind. I was going to check if we could get the recruit rank up, so that way we can just recruit a lord and give them these ones, more tooth, to put up growth. Because actually, local growth up this much would be pretty big. Does that apply? Now that I think about it, does that apply to camps though? I actually don't know, because camps technically don't have a sort of an area you can sit in. They have this like other area, which is sort of a slightly different thing. I don't know if that affects camp growth. Ogres flock to this butcher's camp. I mean, it doesn't specifically say camp. So I'd be surprised if being in its aura didn't also give it growth bonuses. But I can't say for certain if it'll work. I think I might try it though. I think I'll try it, okay? We'll try it.
Thank you, Godmouth.
You're welcome. Moving on.
Your servant will feed you this treacherous meat.
I guess Hergig's... Yeah, he's annoyed with us. Because we ate his emperor. I mean, it would be a blight, I think, on the reputation, like the reputation of your province. Or your kingdom. Well, not quite kingdom, but you know what I mean. Empire. It would be a bit of a blight if your emperor was eaten. Just by some random ogre that happened to turn up. So, Feast Master has been destroyed, apparently. I didn't know that was a faction. And larger fire pits, extra camp growth. Very nice. So a bigger pit allows more meat to be cooked at one time. So many mouths could be fed in a single sitting. Sure can. And we can actually make it to Altdorf. Though it's very hard to click on Altdorf now because it's so tiny. Oh, look at Altdorf. I think the elevation on this might be broken. I think that's sunk into the ground and it's not supposed to be. Yeah, I think, because let's see. I mean, look at that. That's much more. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't seem right to me. Oh well. So, Skrag the Slaughterer. Let's see if that is affecting camp growth. Core and then technologies. So, no, it's not. It's not. So, growth isn't affected by that skill point. Which is a shame to have wasted that skill point, because I don't think it's really worthwhile having that skill point otherwise, you know, spent, but that's okay. That's okay. Camp growth up when in enemy territory. That would have been great having that early, because we were in enemy territory with that camp for a long time, and plus 20 is gigantic. But the thing is, as soon as we get Ogre Throng, this will actually put up our camp limit by 1, so we'll be able to get more camps. So, that's kind of good too. So, oh, income from all buildings is pretty great too. I think we want that. 10% is quite a lot. So we'll get that, and we're going to put up meat in the area of influence as well. And we're going to need to start conquering some stuff again, aren't we? I mean, everyone hates us, except Marienburg. Marienburg is actually partial, which is nice. We still have this mission, though. I'm surprised we still have this mission from Middenland when we're at war with Middenland. That feels a bit strange. That feels a bit peculiar. Also, I can't say for certain if the missions keep stacking up. It just dawned on me, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever had an active mission when another an active contract when another contract, you know, another bunch of contracts are showing up. So I don't know if they just keep accumulating over time. But I guess we'll soon find that out, because I'm not going to be attacking that for a while. I'm going to be attacking Middenland.
Greetings in the name of the Maw.
Hey, buddy.
It will one day consume you.
Yeah, so we're going to eat you one day. But until then, let's trade. Perfect. That's good to know. Does anyone else want to trade? I mean, we do have more trade goods now, I suppose, don't we?
Yes.
No one else is keen.
All right.
No one else is keen at all. We're basically at war with everybody.
Tribal fuel.
Or we're already trading with them. So, never mind. Alright, so, Skrag the Slaughterer. We're gonna go slaughtering. We're gonna go slaughtering. Here I go again. Alright, come here, you. Do you think Morbad's bones taste nice? Do you think make nice stock? I think make some lovely stock. Make some, like, demi-glace.
I'm the boss.
You know, to pour on our Emperor chops. Alright, let's upgrade. Let's actually upgrade Drakenfels. Let's get the granite works. So, quarry. Bones and stones are prime materials in our ogre tribal society. I like that there's actually unique resource buildings. You know, resource sort of text for this. And, you know, granite works. Spelt wrong, which is great. Though not as valuable as marble, granite is nevertheless a versatile material used in weapons and for many other applications. I'm not sure that was necessarily Noga telling me that, but hey, it's all good. Let's crack on.
Spear you upon my hook.
You can declare war on me too, huh?
My cleaver.
You are, aren't you? Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy. He just heard the news. Have you noticed it's proximity? It's proximity. It's just like, yeah, the closest ones declare war on me, then the next lot of, you know, provinces. It really is, Dagobert.
I will not obey.
Buddy. Oh, he's also a little bit lower than he should be. Yeah, he's also a little bit lower. He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there at all. So, hang on a minute. I'm just gonna, I'm just going to do a screenshot. So, I've already taken a screenshot of this, but I need to post it as a bug report. So, give me 2 seconds. Okay guys, thanks for waiting. So yeah, I've reported those things now. See, usually when I see a mistake, you know, I see a bug like that, I screenshot it and then I post it after the episode, or you know, during a load, you know, a loading screen or something. But I already had one just on the clipboard, and then I saw this, and like, yeah, I've got to just offload these because I'd rather this stuff gets fixed. It seems like simple bugs, just like the Z index is off. But, you know, it's whatever. So Zok is back, and we've got a brutal business. So, battle is a blood-soaked affair. Limbs severed, bones exposed, men left for dead in the claw-soaked fields amongst scores of fallen friends and enemies. Strong weapons forged with time, sweat and expertise mark the difference between victory and defeat. A good sword cuts clean through bone, severing heads and limbs, where lesser weapons will merely maim. As instability grows across the world, so too does man's bloodlust, and his desire for war and carnage on an ever grander scale, which gives plus 20 bonus weapon damage for all armies of all factions faction-wide, which is actually a pity because this is much better when you have scores of infantry, because you're getting more hits that way. So just a static plus 20. If it's 20%, then fine, but plus 20, we have far fewer. We have far fewer models in a unit, and each one of these models are going to be fighting several enemy infantry that will all be doing an extra 20 damage. So it's real bad for us with this sort of army composition. But it is what it is. This is also a nightmare. A bunch of Glade Guard. That is very scary. That is very scary indeed. Dagobert, though, he's got nothing. Like, seriously. What are our... Even our smallest garrisons, I think, can deal with just a gaggle of swordsmen, potentially. Maybe. I hope so. Oh, meat generated for local armies, but it puts down our money. Let's get rid of that in Ubersreich. And I want to try and build a garrison building there. See if we can't keep it. And over here... Yeah, let's go with the garrison building. I want to make sure our trade goods don't get taken. Although, I don't have the money to spend on that. I need to make sure that we can build the garrison elsewhere. Now, our income is definitely higher. Let's attack Delbers now. Wow, Middenheim is right there. Is Middenheim in range of this? No, not quite. It's like a foot away. That's very upsetting. If only we put it on the other bank. We put the camp on the other bank. But then we would have to go around, and that would have taken too long. But never mind. So, decisive victory and low casualties. I don't think we need to fight this, honestly. It feels like a waste. Banner of the Eternal Flame. I like that. Extra base weapon damage, and it's a percentage, which does benefit us. Yeah, that sounds good. I like the sound of that. Let's get that equipped on somebody. So hopefully these guys will attack us. Unwise. I don't like that it's nothing but spears and archers, because spears and archers are great for dealing with our army. They really are. That's really all you need. Really all you need. So this banner burns with a fire that can never be quenched, imbuing its bearers with flaming weapons and fiery eyes. It's exciting. Very fancy. Hang on a minute. Ancillaries. Oh, you've already got it equipped. Cool. So Greedy Fist we should probably equip, huh? Yeah, Iron Curse I do really like. Oh, so I always get these two confused. The fact that it's just both a circle of stuff, it keeps throwing me off. I always get these two confused, so I always end up swapping the two. It's very annoying. Item of higher rarity is available. Well, oh yeah, because we got rid of Grut's Sickle. I like Grut's Sickle. We'll give it to this guy. There we go. There you go. You can collect some meat for him. Good. So that'll do it. Right. So. Are they going to attack us or not? So we do have some replenishment to get, you see. So they may attack now.
By Sigma, no.
But I am looking forward to eating everything in Laurelon Forest. We can't have a bunch of vegetarians running around. I don't think there's actually any evidence that elves are vegetarian. Come to think of it, I don't know where that trope comes from. It's just druids are, aren't they? Just druids are in D&D, or at least certain ones are. I really don't know. Anyway, I feel like it's a trope. Vegetarian elves. So let's could be Lord of the Rings, maybe. Not sure. I'm sure one of you guys knows. One of you guys will be like, yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, cool. That's where that came from. Or it could be, yeah, it's Warhammer. I go, oh, okay. Because, yeah, I don't know where I got that from. But I feel it's out there somewhere. Oh, they ran off. They weren't keen. So B-Dubs is hanging out in Middenheim. That has just a shockingly poor garrison. So actually, I think we can take out B-Dubs now. His whole army's tired because they've just had to race back here, hearing that there's some kind of slaughterer nearby. This is a problem, though. No, it is definitely possible. So, I don't know. I mean, the fact they got Way Watchers in this army is very scary.
Tyrant of the tribe.
Because this is not a good army. I really can't afford to lose this. But I'm also not sure if I can get... I can get over here, actually. Do I take the opportunity to destroy Middenheim? Or do I jump in the sea and hang out over here? I think I need to jump in the sea. I'll lose Delbers, but I don't really care. Because it's Delbers, and, you know, Delbers Schmelbers. That's what I always say. I've said that, like, you've all heard me say that before. Of course you have. Oh no, are you joking? This is a joke, right? I can't actually climb up here, that's a cliff. That's a cliff. So I got into the sea at completely the wrong spot. Although I guess I had no choice, it does actually stagger these. I guess it's so you can't jump into the sea and jump out again straight away. That's really interesting. How about that? Well, that's bad news. So many conflicts are won or lost on the strength of the fist. Sorry, the first, not the fist. The first vicious charge. Men are sent flying to the battlefield, often in pieces, even before the savagery of melee begins. A well-timed charge shatters enemy morale, as well as bodies. Blood and sweat may coat the victors, but victory is always painted in the colours such as these. Those at the head of the charge seek ever greater thrills, ever more bloodshed. As the battles become bigger, the body count grows higher, and the trickles of blood become ever-flowing rivers of red. They sure do. Oh, and that's 20 charge bonus for all armies of all factions faction-wide. Alright. Oh, we're just going to have to end the turn and see what the hell happens, right? We're just going to have to wing it. We may have to have a big old battle in a sec. And our camp is under attack. Oh, I'm very sad now. I'm very sad. Okay, fine. I guess we're going to be fighting this next episode. It's going to be a long battle. It's going to be a long battle. But hopefully building a bunch of towers and things. It really just depends on if the Glade Guard want to just shoot at our towers. But I might be able to herd them around by building barricades and things as well. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be hectic, but I think we'll be able to handle it. Maybe. It's going to be a struggle. Honestly, this is like tailor-made for just waltzing into ogre camps and murdering them all. It really is. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the fate of our camp. It's going to be a big one. Oh, also, nexus.gg/Janet. Okay, still a competition going, so get me up the rankings, and I'll love you forever. Brilliant. Later, guys. Toodles.